Hello YouTube, Gemini5280 here with the unveiling of my new Pinehurst-Salem International Airport. This is the subscriber airport that I recently had a video announcing with the survey, and the results are in, and I have chosen a name from Rocky Mountain Aviation, and it is Pinehurst-Salem International Airport. Airport code is KPSI, or that's Kilo, PSI. I don't feel like finding the letters. Do a quick little airport tour showing our gate locations and airlines here. So this here is Terminal A, or Concourse A. Serving this is non-hub carriers, with the exception of one Delta gate. And aside from these three gates here, which are United has two and Delta has one, all the other gates are common use. However, Southwest usually uses these, Alaska's usually down there, and just they have their usual uses. Over here is actually Terminal C. This is what I like to call JetBlue Central. That's all our JetBlue routes. Back here is Terminal B. This is the main terminal of Delta, which is our main hub here. Serves or has all their operations except for one gate out of here. As well as all our international carriers, and then American and Virgin America have gates here too. Oops, that plane's a little crooked. And then our two regional use gates, which is used mainly by Delta, American, and occasionally United Express. Down on the end we have a taxiway, and then our two runways. I have two parallel runways, runway 27 right and 27 left. So there are three terminals. Delta is the largest hub. The second to that is JetBlue. Then Virgin America and American have an equal share in service here, as they're the thirds. And then airlines that serve here are Delta, JetBlue, Virgin America, American, Spirit, Frontier, Volaris, British Airways, Lufthansa, Alaska, Southwest. And in the future, I'm thinking about Allegiant, Sun Country, possibly Horizon, and then most likely some Canadian and so probably be Air Canada and WestJet, as well as some Pacific Airlines. So comment down below what you guys would like to see. This is the subscriber airport, so just let me know. New releases from Gemini. I'm thinking about the American Eagle E-145 and the Air Canada CRJ-900. Both of which would serve here. So yeah, just let me know what you think about that. They would also probably go to my Denver airport. The E1, I would use the CRJ-900 until I can get an E190, which is ideal for Air Canada. So yeah, those would also go to Great Lakes. But let's get right into the update. Just talk for 3 minutes, that's probably kind of boring, so let's get right into it. So starting off, our first aircraft is a Delta, Boeing 717, boarding for flight to Los Angeles. We're starting in Terminal A. Second's a United 757-200, about to board for Central Texas International Airport, or Gemini Jets 1975. He is one of two subscriber routes in this update. In the future, I'd like to have lots. And really, if you want a route, let me know, and if it's available, it's yours. So yeah. After that, we have an empty United gate. And then back here, we have where our 737-800 is pulling into later, or pretty soon. Next up is Spirit A319, pushing back for a flight to Las Vegas. Next we have a Frontier A320 with sharklets and the new livery. Final boarding call for Denver. All the Denver routes are my other airport, and I do have a lot of Denver routes. That's just because that's going to be the largest destination from this airport. Just because I think it makes a lot of sense to go there from here, as well as Salt Lake City. So those are probably our two largest, and then probably following that is Los Angeles and San Francisco. Next up is an Alaska 737-900. Sorry for the weird light on the plane. Just in from Los Angeles, LAX. After that is an Alaska 737-800 in the Boeing livery, Spirit of Seattle. Passengers are deplaning from Anchorage, Alaska. Next up, we have an empty common use gate, which is mainly used by Southwest. and Alaska. This one's actually just a real common use gate. Next up is Southwest New Color 737-700, and it's resting for a brief time period from an Oakland turn. So these three gates here are all going to be used by Southwest in the next hour, but they're common, so anyone can use them if they need them. And following that is another empty common use gate, but Southwest usually uses it. On Terminal A, like I said, from here all the way back to the Spirit are common use. Then we have United, Delta. Next, we're going to move over to Terminal B after our taxiway, which has a Southwest 737-700 New Mexico 1 taxiing out to Phoenix. And there are a lot of special liveries in this update because it is the first, so I threw in most of my special liveries, as well as new colors for certain airlines like Spirit, Frontier, and Southwest. And then we have our United Airlines 737-800 in the Star Alliance colors, taxiing to gate A3 over there from Denver. And comparable routes for this, as well as the A319 we'll see later in the update, are A319s, A320s, and then the 737, 7, 8, and 900. So those will probably be all alternated around, and you'll see those depending on what people want to see. If you have a thought and opinion on that, just comment below, and I'll take into consideration for the next update. After that, we're going to move to Concourse B, where we have our Volaris A320. And it's resting for a Guadalajara turn. After that, we have a British Airways 747-400 boarding for London Heathrow. Sorry. After that's a Lufthansa 747-400. Passengers are deplaning soon. The jetways are just about to get hooked up, so it just pulled in from Frankfurt. And then after that, we're going to move to our taxiway back here, starting with our AirTran 717-200, operating for Delta, and it's going to be taxiing it for a flight to Sacramento. And so let me know what you think about having the AirTran 717 in this update. I think it's kind of cool. Gives me use for the plane, operating for Delta, of course. So just let me know what you think. I'm also thinking about getting another 717 and then a 737. 737 would operate for Southwest. So just let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'd just love to hear everyone's opinions on it. Next up is the Southwest 737-300 Lone Star 1 taxiing out to Denver. After that is a United A319. This is one of the comparable routes to the 738 over there. It's taxiing out to San Francisco. And then next up, we're going to move down by the runways to the only new model in this update. I just got it. It is a United 737 CRJ-200 in the tulip colors, and it's taxiing out to LAX. After that is an American Eagle Embraer 175 holding short for a flight to Boise, Idaho. Lining up on runway 27 right, we have a American Airlines, or U.S. Airways operated by American, soon to be just all American, lining up for a flight to Charlotte Douglas. And on 27 left, we have a Delta 757-200 blasting off to Calgary. And it came in from Great Lakes Intercontinental earlier today, which is my other airport. Now we're going to move back a little bit to our Delta. So one of my Delta MD-90s. And it's going to be taxiing out to Bakersfield, California. Taxiing in behind that is an American 757-200 in the new colors, taxiing in from Miami. And in the comments below, let me know what you think, but I'm toying with the idea of using a 767-300 on this route, and that would be an aircraft I would have to buy because I don't have one right now. But I'd love to add that in and think it would be a cool addition. So let me know what you think about that. Just let me know in the comments below. I'd also add some more wide bodies to my collection and fleet. Back here in the corner, we have a Southwest 737-300. Just landed and is taxiing off the runway from San Diego. And now is a pretty special route, though it's kind of a weird glare on the plane. It's an American 737-800 just taking off the runway for Rocky Mountain International Airport, or Rocky Mountain Aviation's airport. And he actually was the one who came up with the name for this airport. So to honor him, I gave him his first choice for any route that's realistic to the airport. So this will be his route. After that is a Delta 757-200 SkyTeam taxiing in from Honolulu, Hawaii. Now we're going to move back to Concourse B, and I made this update weird, sorry, with the American over here. I kind of missed him. So next up's an American MD-80 pulling in from Montreal. After that's another American MD-80 getting ready to push back for Los Angeles. Oops. Here, a Virgin America A320 pulling in from Salt Lake City, Utah. After that's another Virgin America A320, this one without sharklets, about to board from Minneapolis. After that's a Delta A319, just in from Vancouver. And after that's a Delta MD-90, pushing back for San Jose. Next up, Delta A320. Passengers are deplaning after a flight from Salt Lake City. We had 2 Salt Lake City flights around this time. Next we have a Delta A3 or empty Delta gate, which is our 757 swap. So the one taking off from the left, and then the one pulling in is coming in. Here we have a Delta 737-900 CE Woman colors boarding for a flight to Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, in the back we have a Southwest 737-800 Warrior 1 taxiing in from Dallas Love Field. And then a first for me, having a cargo aircraft on the regular mat on taxi. We have our UPS 767-300 taxiing in from Tokyo Narita. The cool thing about having this West Coast airport that I'm liking is that I can actually do these cool West Coast routes and go into Asia and stuff with smaller aircraft. I don't need like the Dreamliner or 777 to do it. It's kind of cool. Down here we have a Delta 737-800 pulling in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And then a Delta Connection E175 and one of the shared regional gates. Just came in from Seattle, or actually, sorry, final boarding call for Seattle. And then last but not least, for Terminal A, we have our American Eagle CRJ 700 just boarding, about to board for Spokane. Sorry, that's actually pulling in from Spokane, or Spokane, Washington. Sorry about that. I had it written down wrong. Now we're going to move to Concourse C, or JetBlue Central, starting off with a barcode A320 with sharklets, pushing back for Austin, or actually just push back. Next up is another barcode A320 with sharklets catering, and passengers deplaning for a Long Beach turn. Sorry. Next up we have a Blueberries A320 resting for a flight to Denver. We got some bad glare from this side. Let's move over here. Here we have an A320 one in the prism tail with sharklets, of course. Pulling in from New York JFK, and this is the newest JetBlue Transcon route. So A321 Transcon. So it's kind of fictional, but that's my newest Transcon route. And then the A320 will also, from this airport, probably do higher density routes such as Long Beach, but on the non-Transcon configuration. And then let me try to block the sun on here because you can't really see it. Here we have our Blue Manatee A320, final boarding call for San Francisco. Now we move up to our cargo terminal. This is my newest layout for a cargo terminal. We have some mats now. We have a FedEx 777F. It's going to head out to Seoul. FedEx 767-300. I'm going to head out to Anchorage. Empty UPS / FedEx gate. And then last but not least, a UPS MD-11 going to Louisville, Kentucky. This airport update is getting really long, but that's because of the tour in the beginning. So thank you for bearing with me. So I'm going to go over some quick announcements. I'm doing an airport logo contest, so for my Instagram followers, anyone who can come up with a cool logo, kind of like the Denver, for this airport. Following this will be Great Lakes, so you can make 2 if you want, but submit them one at a time. There will be more details on my Instagram page at GJ5280. Thoughts on my new airport? Just let me know what you think in the new airport, and I really like it. I think it's cool. I was able to design it all myself with some subscribers' help, so I really like doing that. And then suggestions for the airport. I will always take your suggestions for this airport into consideration. On my other airports, I kind of read them and say, okay, I like that, or I don't. This one I'm going to be like, cool. If someone wants to see it, it's going to get in the update, and I think that's going to be really cool for everyone, because this is a subscriber report, so I want to make it yours. That also goes for if you want to see a specific aircraft or route in the airport, or the absence of a route, like if you want to see less Denver routes, let me know, and I'll take those into consideration for the next update. And then last but not least, follow me on social media, and as well as my routes, so that's Gemini Jets 1975, as well as Rocky Mountain Aviation. That's how their usernames are on Instagram. Gemini Jets 1975 is spelled out, and then Rocky Mountain Aviation is Rocky, ROCKY, MT Aviation. And then mine's Golf Juliet 5280 or GJ5280. And my website's geminininjas5280.weebly.com. There'll be a link in the description. So yeah, also check out my other videos. We'll see. I think it's gonna be Great Lakes or Denver next. I don't remember what I did last time. I think the next update's Denver. But we'll see. I have a new plane coming. I'm not going to announce it yet, so you'll see that in the next video, as well as most likely a model review or comparison with the others that I have. Oh, there's your hint. I have multiple of other production models of it. So like I have 2 JetBlue A320s. All right, this is getting super long, almost 20 minutes. Thank you for bearing with me. And here's one final shot at Terminal B. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw. Let me know any suggestions, and we'll see you in the next video.